Are you looking for a way to level up your SAT reading score? If so, in this video, I'm going to share with you guys one of my favorite techniques for approaching the test. Whether you're taking the digital SAT or the paper SAT, this technique works really well to help you shake down answer choices and understand what they mean. My name is Brooke. I've been coaching the SAT and ACT for over a decade and a half. I've helped students score perfectly on this test, and I'd love to help you too. Check out everything we have to offer at SupertutorTV.com. We have an online course. We're going to be coming out with a digital online course hopefully this summer, and I just saw really awesome preliminary stuff from my development team last night. I'm super excited about it. We also have paper-based SAT and ACT courses at SupertutorTV.com. What's awesome about these courses is when you take a practice test, we have an AI transparent box filter that figures out what kind of things that you are getting wrong and then suggests for you a study list of what you specifically can work on so that you can level up in the most efficient way possible. That's really the most powerful tool that we have in this online course. So whether you're self-studying or even if you're working with a tutor and you're like, hey, that sounds really cool because it will help me focus and my tutor can kind of help me use it, definitely check that out. We also have private tutors, SupertutorTV.com. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, let's get into this. Isolate the answer choices is one of my favorite techniques that I use in the SAT reading section. For this video, I'm going to be using an example from the October 14th PSAT 2015. So one of my techniques, again, is that I like to isolate the answer. What that means is I stop thinking about the passage for a hot second while I look at each of these answer choices. 2, I read this answer choice and I really try to shake it down and ask, what does it mean? I want to translate what we call abstract words to concrete words, okay? So abstract words are words that when we look at them initially, we might not know what they mean immediately. For example, convey the kind of inspiration. That's all kind of abstract, right? Convey, what does that mean? Convey means get across, right? The kind of inspiration. What is inspiration? Inspiration is the idea that something makes me really excited about something. But you see how I have to kind of translate, what does this mean? So this is a Frederick Douglass passage, and I'm just going to read for you guys a couple paragraphs here so that you can see what's going on. So this is from Douglass, who is an abolitionist, former slave, and he gave this speech to an anti-slavery group in Rochester, New York, and it's called What to the Slave is the 4th of July. Fellow citizens, pardon me, allow me to ask, why am I called to speak here today? What have I or those I represent to do with your national independence? Are the great principles of political freedom and of natural justice embodied in the Declaration of Independence extended to us? And am I therefore called on to bring our humble offering to the national altar and to confess the benefits and express devout gratitude for the blessings resulting from your independence to us? So what's he saying? He's like, why did you call me here for the Independence Day celebration? Like, I'm a Black American and we're not that free, right? That's kind of what he's implying here. Would to God, both for your sakes and ours, an affirmative answer could be truthfully returned to these questions. He's like, I really wish I could say affirmative. I could say, yeah, I'm here. Has this been extended to us? I wish I could say, oh yeah, we are free. I wish I could say, I have been called here to talk about how blessed Black Americans are, but we're not, right? Then my task would be light, my burden would be easy. Okay, so that's a little bit of background. And now the questions in the first paragraph primarily serve two. So what are these questions doing? I'm going to go back to those questions one more time. He says, what have I, right? Why am I here to speak today? What have I to do with your national independence? What do I have to do with the idea of independence, right? And he's being a little bit sarcastic. Are the great principles of political freedom extended to us? And he said, for both our sakes, that an affirmative answer could truthfully be returned. He said, I wish I could say yes to all these questions. So basically he sets up all these questions and he's like, haha, answer is no, that's not why I'm here. Okay, so that's kind of what's going on. So now I'm going to isolate each answer choice here. Explore an ideal that Douglass will abandon. So what is an ideal? An ideal is this is the way that I think everything should be. So explore an ideal, like everyone, freedom. Freedom is the best, right? Do you see how I'm doing this? I'm translating, I'm isolating this. I'm not thinking about the passage for a second. Douglass will abandon. So is he saying freedom is the best? And then he's saying, never mind, freedom's not the best. That's kind of weird. Reveal a motivation that Douglass will analyze. Okay, what would the motivation be? Maybe the motivation is, you guys have brought me here because you want me, I don't know. I don't even know what the motivation is. He's asking about the motivation, but I don't think he's revealing the motivation. So again, what does it reveal a motivation mean? That means here's why you did that, right? Again, I'm isolating this. I translate, what does it mean to reveal a motivation? That means, aha, I know it. This is why you're doing that. If anything, he's asking questions. He's not saying, this is why you're doing this. I don't know why they're doing it, okay? Raise a possibility. So he's like, raise a possibility means maybe this is what's going on. Could this be it, right? Maybe this. So I've got my tone, right? Maybe this is what's, happening. Again, my isolated, and then I go back to the passage and I think, oh, is this why you brought me here? Maybe you guys brought me here to speak on freedom, of how Black people are free, right? Okay, and then we have that Douglas will discredit. What does that mean? That he will say, oh, no. That's not what's going on. So it would be like, maybe this is going on, right? Maybe this is possibly what's happening. And you go, no, that's not what's going on. Oh, that's a little bit closer, right? Maybe you guys brought me here to show how wonderful life is for me, the free Black guy from my group, right? Because I've partaken in this wonderful freedom and independence. Maybe that's why you brought me here, right? Maybe this is why I'm here. And then he goes, I wish I could say affirmative to that. So he's saying, nope, right? He says a big fat no. So this seems to align. Okay, now we have summarize a claim that Douglas will endorse. So what does it mean to summarize a claim? This means this is how it is, right? So this is how it is. A claim doesn't sound like a question, you guys, though, right? This is how it is. This is why you've brought me here. Here is what's really important in life. That Douglas will endorse. Douglas will endorse. Endorse means he's going to get behind it, right? A claim. Here's the claim. This is, right? Black people should be promoted in government. And I stand behind this with my whole heart, right? That's really weird because this is not questioning at all. So this doesn't make any sense. But again, you see how I take each kind of abstract piece, I translate it out. Now, do I do this right away? Here I did all 4 in a row. No, I usually will look through them and eliminate before I do this. I usually will do this isolating the answer only with the really tough questions. But I'm always trying to shake these answers, translate that abstract to concrete, get the tone out of it, figure out kind of what would that sound like, what does this mean, reinterpret it for myself, summarize it for myself, and then that helps me answer the question correctly. So there you go, you guys. Isolate your answer choices, shake them down, translate your abstract words to concrete words, and you're going to be able to get more SAT questions right. I hope you guys like this tip. If so, please check out our super seminars, supertutortv.com/super seminar. I've also got live classes. I've got a live 8-week class coming up for the June SAT, and we have an online video-based prep course for the paper SAT. We'll have one for the digital SAT also this summer. So if you're looking to self-prep, or if you're working with a tutor or a group and you guys want materials that are digital in nature and you want a custom engine that will tell you exactly what to work on based on what you miss on practice tests, be sure to check out our digital SAT course this summer. Our paper-based test already does that as well. You can get personalized recommendations based on your test performance. So you enter your test results and we will pop out, here are the lessons you need the most. So make sure you're studying in an efficient way. Our course is going to help you do that. Definitely check it out, supertutortv.com. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.